Hello everyone and happy Monday. Today we are continuing our transformations unit, and today we're going to be talking about rotations. And so rotation, that is a transformation in which a figure is turned around a fixed point called the center of rotation. This is another rigid motion. So far, everything that we've learned so far is a rigid motion. Our translations were a rigid motion. Our reflections were a rigid motion. These ones are also rigid motion. And just to remind you, that means that this is a congruent transformation, which means my shape is not changing size or shape. It is staying the same. And unless otherwise stated, all rotation in this book are going to be counterclockwise. So we're going to go in this direction. So for an example, if I was rotating this flag here, my center of rotation is point P. Here, all of our center of rotations are always going to be the origin, 0, 0, so you don't really have to worry about that. And I notice if I rotate it 40 degrees, my flag is still staying the same shape. It's just moving in that direction in 40 degrees. So that's what the rotations look like. And then, as always, we have some rotation rules. And so if I am asking you to rotate a figure 90 degrees, the rule for that is negative yx. So for example, my point A here is at 4, 3. So if I was going to rotate that 90 degrees, I would swap my 4 and 3. And then I'm going to take my y as the opposite sign. So since my 3 here is positive, it's now going to be negative. And so I see for this one, negative 3, 4. That is the point A rotated 90 degrees. And now the rule for 180 degrees is that xy is going to become negative x, negative y. So looking at the same point, 3, 4, this is telling me I'm going to take the opposite sign of x and the opposite sign of y. So since these are positive, they now both become negative. And they stay in the same spot. And so now if I plot that point, that will be here. And so now point A rotated 180 degrees. And then the last one, rotating 270 degrees, that's going to become y negative x. So here, I'm going to swap them, but I'm going to take the opposite sign of x. So that will be here. And so go back to our Mona Lisa example. I have my Mona Lisa here. If I wanted to rotate the Mona Lisa at 90 degrees, I see that is how the Mona Lisa will go. All the points shifted 90 degrees in our same rule, so that rule was negative x, or y negative x. And if you notice, my Mona Lisa kind of shifted directions here. It's no longer up and down, but now it's side to side. If I wanted to go 180, I see my Mona Lisa is now on the opposite side of the coordinate plane, but now she is upside down. And then 270, I see my Mona Lisa looks like that. Okay, that is it for this video. You can go ahead and move on to the next one where we get into some examples.